Hey everyone, this is Cass from Players Only. I'm analyzing Cameron, aka CJ Bunkers, and we are working on creating good momentum in this picture. And so I have him starting out similar to Trevor Bauer, and so his back leg right here is starting on the mound similar to Trevor does, and I'm just having Cameron step straight back. So when he's coming up to his leg kick, the focus is that he is always already moving forward with his hips. And, this is the first time I'm having him do it. So as I walk through here, okay, his step is straight back. So right at the top of his leg kick here, I want him going forward. And he is a little bit, but we're trying to be a little more aggressive than this. I like his hip turn here. So that back knee is loaded back, and the point is that I want him to hold this and stay closed for as long as possible with his front leg there. And so like I said, this is the first time I've had him walk through this, but I just want to give him a little idea of what exactly I'm looking at here. So right away, okay, we've got decent direction here, but I want to try to stay closed as long as possible, and we are opening up just a little soon here. We want this leg, this front leg, to still be closed off right here if possible. Okay, and what that will create is, I'll back up here. Okay, right out of his glove, CJ's hand goes straight back. Okay, so I always call this the imaginary wall. Okay, I put this a little bit in front of the rubber here, but the point is that we don't want our hand breaking this plane as early as it is. So a little more realistic line here. I'll try to get it. Okay, we don't want our hand breaking that plane, and see we are here. So as we go forward, okay, his arm is happening much too soon. So if we, at the top of our leg kick, if we're more aggressive to the plate right here, this hand will be breaking more out here rather than back here where it did. Okay, so notice that his hand is up, and I'm most concerned about this elbow being pretty high here. We don't need that to get higher than shoulder height, because what it has to do is it has to come down anyway, and so you'll see it be above his shoulder right now and come down. So if we want to be as efficient as possible, we don't need that to come up higher than our shoulder. Next thing I want to look at is his front leg here. Okay, you can see right about here he steps out. And what we want to be doing is having him stride straight towards his target. There's a couple ways to do it. I mean, it's as simple as striding straight towards your target, but one thing that I can say is you can lead with your heel for as long as possible. Okay, and then your front hip, your front foot is going to just open up, and it's going to turn, not step out here. Okay, so if you think about striding towards your target aggressively and for as long as possible, and then creating hip turn, also known as separation between lower half and upper half, you can do that by creating that hip turn with this back leg. And so what I'm looking for is for his back leg to be turning before foot strike. And it does a little bit here, but we want his back leg to look like this at foot strike to create maximum separation. So at foot strike here, we'll call it right about here. Okay, we're not really maximizing the separation. And CJ's a younger guy, so this is a brand new concept for him. But I just want to show you that these are the kinds of things that I'm looking for. So if he would have landed with his front foot pointed towards his target and his back hip turned all the way, okay, you wouldn't see this move right here. So this is going to continue to move towards the wall where we want this at foot strike, which we'll call right here. We want this to be stopped or moving back to maximize the catapult of our upper half. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet right now, but the big focus tonight was that we wanted to create some momentum. So we were starting out from the windup just like Trevor Bauer does. It's kind of goofy, but with in mind that we're trying to create some momentum. And keeping that back foot, starting it on the rubber like that, just simplifies things a little bit. So I do like how Trevor Bauer accomplishes that. And feel free to go on YouTube and check out some of his video, because that will help you understand what I'm trying to see. So right here, okay, his back leg is pretty much straight up and down, where I'm looking for his back leg to be more like this at least. And so if we can start like that, everything out here is going to be happening later. So the more we have happen over the rubber, the more our body is waiting for front foot strike. And where we want to be timing our upper half to as close as foot strike as possible. So we talk about the cock position here. Okay, we don't want this to happen any earlier or any later than foot strike. And so CJ is just quite a bit early here with his upper half. Or excuse me, just his hand here. So you'll see it gets higher than his shoulder. Okay, and you can see this relative to this elbow and this elbow. Okay, this back one here is higher than his front one. So his scap load is happening downhill, and we want that to be happening more level. So one more time, back up. The point of us stepping back is that by the top of our leg kick, we have created some forward momentum with our lower half. At foot strike, we have maximum separation between lower half and upper half. And he does get his back leg extended pretty well here, but it's just happening too late. So if he would have created better direction at the top of his leg kick, there's a better chance that you would see him not fall forward like he is right here. Our front leg at foot strike would do a better job of stopping our momentum and transferring that energy to our upper half and to the ball. So that's my video analysis for the day on CJ Bunkers. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be talking to you soon.